Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be crafting with Through the Trees, which is brand new from Craft Consortium and Melissa Lowry. I wanted to put a video out to share some inspiration of how to use this beautiful new paper pad in case anybody had picked it up and wanted some ideas. But if you don't have this paper pad and you like the card I end up making, absolutely you can recreate this with anything you do have in your stash. It would be very easy to do. So if you do enjoy these kind of videos, please do make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and if you enjoyed today's video, please leave it a nice big thumbs up. And so, as I mentioned, this launched recently. Full disclosure, I am on the design team. I haven't been asked to make this video. I just like to share inspiration, really, so that's why I'm putting this out today. But this was sent to me for free. I did a flip through of the pad when it launched, so I won't go through the pad today, but I will leave my video linked below in case you wanted to have a look at the paper pad in more detail. So I've got a few things already kind of pulled out ready. So I want to make a DL card. So I've got a DL card blank. This is, I think, Craft UK. I have got a page from the 6x6 pad, which is this one here. That's what's on the back, in case you have the pad and want to grab the same one. And then I have this die here, which this one is a moonstone die. It's a wood grain effect one, and I thought it works quite well with this collection. If you don't have this die, not a problem, just get two circle dies, one smaller than the other. You can cut your own frame. It's very easy to do, and if you have a wood grain embossing folder, you could then emboss it if you wanted to. But these frame these little animals so nicely, and then they have a little bit of the foliage behind them. So yeah, I thought that would look really nice. Then I have this piece here. Now this is actually from the 12x12. That's what's on the other side, but I want to use this side. I have two dies as well, just for speed for today. I'll give you the sizes of those as we use it. And then I had a piece of the Organics paper pad, and I also have beach huts, which we will cover in more detail later. Again, these are Craft Consortium paper pads. I wanted to demonstrate how nicely all their paper pads work together, but as I said, if you don't have these, you can absolutely use what you do have. So with the largest die, which is this one, I'm going to cut the Organics pad down. So this die here is 3.5 inches by 8 inches. So you could just cut your paper to that if you wanted, or if you've got a die, and that's going to leave a nice little border around the edge there. So I'm going to cut that with the die, and I will be right back. Okay, so that has cut that piece out, and it will sit really nicely just on there. Now with the next die down in the set, I'm going to cut this piece, which is from Through the Trees. So this die here measures about 3 inches by just over 7.5. So I'm going to run that through and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have that piece. Pull out the die. That's going to sit there, framed by the Organics. Look how nicely that all goes together. It's beautiful. Okay, so now what I need to do is, from this piece here, I need to cut 3 of these going down the card. Now this is a little bit directional, and I want those bits to be going that way, I think. So I'm going to carefully flip it over, and let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so try and do them quite even. And I'm going to hold it in place with this low tack tape that is stuck all over my craft mat. Because I don't know about you, but when I've finished with tape or something, I tend to just whip it off and then just move on. Plus it stays sticky, so why not reuse it until you can't anymore? Get the full use out of it. So let's cut 3 of these. Okay, here we go. So we have the cut piece, and then we have 3 frames, and then we have some random little circles there. So now what I need to do is I need to recut this one using Through the Trees. So I'm going to use that fox. I'm going to use probably that, maybe that rabbit, and I'm going to use one of the raccoons as well. So I'll get those cut and I'll be right back. Okay, so there are my little pieces. They're going to sit perfectly in the frames. And now I need to cut the frames because I don't actually want these ones. I'm going to cut my frames from this piece here. Now this is from Beach Huts, but I thought the colour really suited the colour scheme I'm going for. Plus it's already a wood grain effect, and the dye pretty much fits, you know, in between the gaps quite well. So I'm going to cut 3 frames using the Beach Huts paper pad, and we'll come and assemble the card. Okay, so there are my frames. Now, because this was already textured, you can see the wood grain effect from the dye if you really look, but it is a little bit lost. I could ink that, but I'm not actually that worried. I think that actually looks really nice. That you can feel the texture, but it's not in your face. But I think that's going to look really nice. So I'm going to start assembling this now. So just for speed today, I'm using this Kalau bookbinding glue. You can use whatever you have. I do like double-sided tape, but I just thought for speed I would use some glue. So for the frames, I actually think I'd like to try and raise those up a bit, just to add some dimension and interest. So I have got these little strips. These are hunky dory. I did buy these. I bought them last year, and these are great because they come in a few different sizes. So you've got some wider ones and some smaller ones, but they will bend as you're working. So you can literally do this and then add the dimension you want to your project, and then you've got the release paper all in one go as well. Okay, then we just give that a bit of a tug. So I always order those when I need to get over free delivery, because they're a great staple to have in your stash. You'll always use them, and if you're gonna spend money to get over free delivery, because who wants to pay delivery, you might as well get something that's going to be really, really useful. So you can't go wrong with foam strips. Now look at that. Doesn't that look great? Then I just have to slot that one underneath with a little bit of glue on. I think for the others I will stick them down first and then put the frame over the top. But again, this one, oh, I suppose, no, we will put it underneath. I think it looks better. So just pop him down there. Make him nice and central. It's a good thing about glue, it gives you a bit of wiggle room. So if something doesn't go down exactly how you wanted it, you have got a bit of time to wiggle it around, change it up, make sure you're happy. And actually that was fairly easy to do. So I'm going to repeat that process. I'll put you on high speed, but I'm going to repeat that process for the other 2. There we go. How cute does that look? Really pleased with that. So I'm going to clear the decks and then we're going to decorate this up a bit. Okay, so decoration time. First thing I need to do is find a sentiment. Next to my crafting area, I have this little pot full of different sentiments, different toppers, things that I've been sent or need using. And from that pot, I have found this one. Matches quite well with the colour scheme, and I thought I could put it up on maybe foam pads, maybe there, or maybe there, haven't decided yet. And then in the paper pads there is lots of fussy cuttable elements, but what I thought I would do today is try and use up some of my stash. So this is a load of flowers that I bought at a craft fair last year and then hoarded, because you know that's what we do, isn't it? But there's some little blue ones which might look quite nice coming out from under the frames or going around the edges. So I thought I could have a play with those. I could maybe try layering some of them up. And then there are, so there's these ones on like a wire, but again did wonder about maybe poking the wire through, trimming it off and having it like that. What do you think? So that might look, that looks quite sweet. Don't know if that's in shot. Let's move this up. So that's quite nice. I have some with like gems on, which again could get interlaced. I have a couple of these left over, not many. There's some green ones with gems. So there's just a load of flowers in my stash, basically, that I'm just going to play with and see what I come up with. So I'm going to put the video on high speed because you probably don't want to see me rooting around. And then when it's done, I will absolutely come back. But if you don't have these flowers, again, it's not an issue. You could use dyes, you could use things you do have in your stash. There's a load of ways to recreate this card without needing all the same bits that I've got. So I'm going to have a little play. I'll leave you on high speed so you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, and then when I've finished I will come right back to you. So really annoyingly I got a phone call and it knocked the video out and I didn't realise. So I'm kind of going to have to just explain what I've done here. I'm really sorry. So first of all, you saw that I was putting the wide flowers through a single blue one. So then I trimmed the wire, bent the wire over and glued over the wire before I stuck those down. These ones are the double ones I was making, and then I've just stuck a green gem in the middle. These ones were sent to me in Happy Mail and I just thought they'd look really nice clustered, so I've done that. Again, these ones are the same as these, just white, and I clustered them, and then I just mirrored this up here. And then I was looking and I thought, still not done. So I went to my die cut folder. I like to stash bust sometimes of an evening, so I just die cut a load of stuff that I use a lot, like leaves or flowers. So I went to my little folder and I grabbed out some leaves and I've just put them behind the flowers. They're up on foam pads in places. They are pushed under the flowers, under the frames, over the frames, that kind of thing. The flowers, again, they're kind of slid, I don't know if you can see, partly under frames, partly over, just for dimension. But I think that looks really, really pretty. I think the sentiment's got a little bit lost, if I'm honest, but I still think it's a really pretty card. So apologies for the fact that I lost video whilst I was decorating, but hopefully you can kind of get the gist of what I've done. let me know what you think of my card in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate everyone who does take the time to come and watch my videos. I hope it has been useful to someone and that you've enjoyed it. As I said earlier, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would hit subscribe. It does help the channel grow and reach more people, and all I want to do is spread inspiration and nice products, so hopefully I can achieve that. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you do have this paper pad and you want to show Craft Consortium what you're making, there is the Craft Consortium official network page over on Facebook. I will leave it linked below. You can come over. You don't even have to have this paper pad. Any Craft Consortium product you can share your makes with on that site. It's full of very supportive people, all like-minded, all love Craft Consortium. You can come and share your makes, and I will leave Craft Consortium linked in the description box. It's their website. It's not an affiliate link, it's just to be helpful in case you wanted to grab this pad or have a look at what else they do. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take really good care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.